Sup everyone, welcome back to another video, and I come to you with a heavy heart today to talk about a current situation that honestly nobody really can be happy about. I'm sure some of you out there who are like, yeah, down with the leakers. Yes, that's what it's about. It's the leakers, not really leakers, but specific people that HoYoverse has now decided to go after. Now, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, currently HoYoverse has filed well, not a lawsuit yet to the leakers, but they're trying to find the legal name of these people, and they're trying to do it through Discord. So what they're trying to do is get a request for a subpoena to Discord in order for the court to order Discord to release the legal names of the people who HoYoverse is trying to go after. And I don't know, because HoYoverse has proven in the past that if they get concrete proof on you breaking and violating their terms of services, they will go after you, right? They will try their best to get you down into the ground. I remember back around a year ago, some Chinese dude was slapped with, I believe it was a $50,000 fine on him, and he said that completely destroyed him. He didn't think it was that serious when he did it, and he did regret his actions. Even after coming out publicly saying all this, I don't believe HoYoverse retracted anything. Man just went down. Now, this is what HoYoverse always does. They set an example. They don't want to go after every single person. They just need to find somebody who's big, noticeable, and most likely non-authorized. Yep, I said it, non-authorized, because believe it or not, I wholeheartedly believe that there are authorized leakers that HoYoverse has authorized, not through like contracts or anything, but they've just greenlit certain creators to allow them to show a certain amount of leaks, not like full-blown leaks. But for example, right now, if people are talking about a potential character that's coming in 3.4 and talking about their kit, I think HoYoverse, depending on what creator, what size they are, and how influential they are, their position within the community, they're willing to let that slide. This is a kind of situation where they open one eye, they close one eye. That's what we call it in Chinese. It's called 睁一只眼闭一只眼, meaning they see you doing it, but they'll close the other eye. So it's like turn a blind eye to the situation. Because HoYoverse ain't stupid, they understand the importance of having leaks in the game, but they don't want this to get out of hand. And also, it just seems like once a year, right? It's very interesting. How come they don't do this half a year ago? How come they don't continuously do this? They have the money to fight this. If they wanted to cripple people, they can financially cripple you, pile you in lawsuits and debt, and to the point where people just won't bother. Some of these leakers don't get anything out of spreading leaks. Some people would say, oh, they're monetary driven, right? They get views, they get clicks or whatever. No, they really don't. They can't really monetize their content. Listen, people, the leakers are really only doing this for you and maybe some clout. That's really just it. Money really isn't part of the equation here. So they're taking huge levels of risk to provide you guys this information so you guys could save a couple dollars or save a couple hundreds in the case of some whales. And although right here on my channel, I am not somebody who condones leaks and who consumes leaks, but I've always voiced out the importance of these leaks for the community. And I know for a fact HoYoverse knows just how important they are. However, certain people, like I was saying earlier, just takes it a little too far. And when you take things just a little too far, you ruin the fun for everybody. Yes, I'm talking about those people who leak indiscriminately. There are certain leaks that are good for the player base, and there are certain leaks that most people just don't want to see, right? Non-beneficial leaks such as straight up story leaks, straight up plot leaks, and even sometimes you might find out about HoYoverse's backdoor policies. I don't know. As we get closer towards the end of the story, these kind of leaks can become extremely detrimental to the player experience. Can you imagine dedicating 5 or 6 years of your life following the Genshin storyline just for someone to come and slap the finale's leak on Twitter, and then now, well, I guess the 6 years of story building, exploration, adventuring kind of falls flat on its face. Of course, you're still going to play through, get to the end, just to experience something that you already know through the whole package, right? This kind of stuff is incredibly damaging to the game's general experience. And of course, with the leaks to music as well, like, why? Like, really, come on. Like, just let people know what characters are coming, or reruns are coming. That's the stuff people really want to know. Very few people are sitting on the edge of their seats waiting for the next leak to the story update, or finding out what Yu Pen Cheng has cooked up for the next score in Fontaine. That kind of stuff we want to experience firsthand through the teasers, through the trailers, or whenever Hoyoverse decides to share snips, bits of content preview with us. Now, does this sound bratish or selfish to say it's like, oh, you want leaks, but you only want that kind of leaks, and you don't want that other kind of leaks? Why be so picky? Why don't you just take all the leaks? Well, it's a give and take. They provide value, and we pick and choose which one we want. It's not like they provide one package and we're forced to accept all of that package or none of it. So in this current situation, I do believe most leakers are going to be quiet for a little bit, but let's be honest. Do you guys honestly think, be honest, do you guys think this is enough to stop the leakers? Absolutely not. Leakers will always thrive. They will find ways to continue spreading this information, even if they have to get to a point where it's like an invite only by like 3 recommended round table members. They will have their own community, and then other people can talk to their friends through text messaging. If even it gets to the point they're gonna do some sort of Morse code transmission, you're never gonna stop leaks. Hoyoverse right now is fighting a fruitless battle. But what are they doing? You see, then why the hell do this? Why do this if they know, we know that they know this is never going to happen? And it goes back to setting an example. I keep saying this, people, and it's getting really tiring, but I'll keep saying it until everybody in the community knows about this, and that is Hoyoverse's goal is not to eliminate leaks altogether. Their goal is to consolidate leaks and control it to a point where a few select people are able to share the information that they want them to share. Because, believe it or not, small dosages of leaks here and there likely is thrown out into the abyss by Hoyoverse. Now, I've made lengthy videos in the past talking about why they do this. It's about shedding accountability and responsibility. Meaning, if the leaks were coming from Hoyoverse instead of leaks, then they would just be legitimate news, right? And now they're being held accountable, saying like, okay, you, let's say, release the roadmap for the next year. What happens if you can't follow through that roadmap? What happens? People are gonna be, well, look at your roadmap. You said by patch 4.3 we're gonna get this, and they don't meet that. Or midway they decided to pivot into something else. Now they lose that flexibility, right? So by releasing a roadmap officially, they're gonna lose out on flexibility for creativity. And if something amazing comes up and, oh, we should try this, they can't do it. Gotta follow the roadmap. There's accountability. Gotta take responsibility. However, if they leak the roadmap into the data and somehow somebody data mines it, releases it to the public, like, oh, look at this roadmap, oh, like 4.3, we're gonna get this, oh, crazy stuff, wow, amazing. Yeah, you get to data mine this and people spread it like wildfire. You still get the community excited, but guess what? You data mined that. There's no accountability for that. It's literally breaking the terms of service to receive that information. However, Hoyoverse likely put it in there knowing it's going to get data mined, so it can generate some level of excitement within the community, but without having to take accountability. Now, if they decided to pivot, it's like, well, you guys data mined that, right? It's like, we never said anything. This was just a stand in place. You guys can't hold us accountable for that. And that's what I'm talking about. However, sure, not all leaks are released by Hoyoverse. There are certain things that they make mistakes. Things got out, or people from the beta somehow release more than Hoyoverse wish they had. Now that's the kind of deterrent Hoyoverse is trying to throw out into the world of leakers. Setting an example one time a year is enough to deter just the small shrimps and planktons out there thinking of releasing some leaks or sharing some leaks for some clout and some fame. Now, only the really big leakers that Hoyoverse have had their eyes on the whole damn time since the beginning are able to do it. And if they want these people out of here, Hoyoverse can get them out with the snap of a finger. These people live under Hoyoverse's boot. They probably know it, and they're probably constantly thinking, why hasn't Hoyoverse done anything to me? Don't worry, buddy. They got their eyes on you. It's not your time to get squished, and you are bringing in more value than you are damage. That's it. So people, to conclude this video, I do feel sorry for the leakers. I do think they bring immense value to most people in the community, but unfortunately, once in a while, Hoyoverse needs to set an example, and whoever gets picked, I really hope you have a great lawyer, because Hoyoverse has got a deep pocket, and for the most part, the people watching this video line their pockets with that money. It's kind of funny, isn't it? The leakers help the players save money, so then they can spend their money for Hoyoverse. In turn, the Hoyoverse can use that money to go after the leakers that helped them in the first place. It's oddly poetic in that fashion. Anyways, until next time, urge you all to stay safe and peace. Bye.